My name's Steve Cousins. I'm 53 years old. I come from Grimsby, born and bred. As an 18-year-old, I joined the Navy. After much hard work, I became a Navy clearance diver, which is just bomb disposal air. And then from on there, I did other things within the Navy. When I left, I became a commercial diver. I worked all over the world, ended up in the North Sea. And from the North Sea, I became a North Sea saturation supervisor, a deep sea diving supervisor. I was living the dream. And then in 2015, I had a stroke. I was put into a coma, had to have brain surgery, part of the brain removed because it was damaged. That left me with speech problems and also the usual stroke things, you know, weakness, unable to walk. And it was an uphill struggle, to say the least, going from 1 minute living the dream offshore, next minute waking up in Aberdeen Royal Infirmary after 2 helicopter rides with the family all around me. So yeah, it caused major issues mentally as well. I managed to get myself walking and talking and fought to get back to work. I went back supervising. The decline within the industry and the decline within myself, I wasn't able to do what I used to do before. The fatigue was immense. Over a period of time, I actually declined mentally. Eventually my job went, so I went from a £150,000 a year plus job to earning base, well, to signing on. So obviously that put a great strain. I was living in one of the better places in Grimsby, and I eventually lost the lot. Ended up being bankrupt, relationship breakdowns, loss of self-esteem, loss of self-worth, loss of a job I loved. It was a vocation. I must have slipped into to a depressive state. I'd had enough.
When I first saw Steve, he was very, very down. He was depressed. We use a questionnaire called PHQ, Patient Health Questionnaire, and he was scoring really quite high on that, including some suicidal thoughts as well.
Literally, I felt like I'd been kicked and punched, and that's when the Navigo thing came up. I thought, yeah, I need help.
Yeah, it's been medically proven that if you've got a long-term health condition, you're more likely to experience anxiety and depression. The anxiety and depression will also impact on the health condition, so it becomes a double-edged sword, really. One can aggravate the other and vice versa.
I suppose from a professional standpoint, she had to gain my trust for me to open out. I realise this now, and within an instant, there was an instant rapport there on a professional basis. She pulled me at you straight away, told me a little bit of what she was going to do and help me and how that would progress. And she totally put me on ease.
We settled into what was going on for him, what did he want, what did he need, and so sort of getting him to open up a little bit about his story and about where he was at, what he was feeling. And he was sort of really quite flat. He didn't believe in himself at all. He'd lost so much. And
what I can remember is that she did explain how things were going. It was a grieving process I was going through at the time for the losses.
We started working through what he'd lost and how he can start to rebuild his life and look at it from a different perspective.
From day one, from the first meeting, totally and utterly at ease. And I could feel myself, within myself, needing to grow again. From being, as was described, very inward looking, no self-esteem, to something akin to what I was.
You lose that motivation, and part of our job as therapists is to try and help sort of pull that motivation back into place again.
I've been bits, but no, I'm strong. So it's not just the initial help. It's not just the help on that day to help you get through that. It's helped me, it's armed me to cope with other things.
Although he was sort of like, his head was hung quite low, there was that little sort of spark in him. I knew that there was that little spark of fight in there, and that's what I wanted to try and hook into.
I haven't got the trappings of the North Sea diver lifestyle, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm alive. I'm pleased to be alive, and the thing is, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Without seeking the help, I would not be here now. I'm not being melodramatic, I'm being completely honest with you.
Some people will come in, they'll refer themselves, and maybe not in the right place, not in the right frame of mind at that moment in time. It's too scary for them. But take that step.
So if you've got a problem, please, 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 don't think it's not going to get any better. Because you've got to work it. It's not easy. You've got to work at it. But you can do it. You can. And tomorrow does come. And it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. But it's about enjoying that journey. Jackie and the service that she provided helped me sustain my journey and carry on to my journey. Without their help, my journey would stop there and then. Simple as that. Do it.